Hey Starlings! In today's video, I will be discussing my legacy mods for Starbound. Let's get started! Legacy mods are very old mods I created years ago that I am no longer updating with new content or bug fixes. All of my legacy mods at the moment include the Angels of Starbound, Hallowed Planets, Nebulac Race, the Backrooms, Hellish Planet, and Starry Planets. Do keep in mind that legacy mods are different from feature complete ones, such as the Grassland Planet mod. Mods don't actually need to be updated forever, and a few of my mods have reached the point where I am happy with what they provide and will no longer update them with new content, but that doesn't mean they're unpolished. Legacy mods, for the most part, are unfinished and unpolished. Mods are labeled as legacy when I have a desire to continue updating them, but the mod itself is janky and uncomfortable to work with using my current skill set. Over the years, I have learned a lot of proper mod etiquette, and these legacy mods have some atrocious internal structuring, boring lore, bad sprites, and more. It makes it frustrating to continue making updates to the original version. For example, the Angels of Starbound is my very first race mod. It is near and dear to my heart, but there are a lot of issues that deeply upset me. There are poorly named IDs, bad sprites, lazy designs, and much more that I won't even bother mentioning. To prevent breaking universes and give players a choice on what they want to install, all legacy mods will have their continued version uploaded to the Steam Workshop as an entirely separate mod. To elaborate, I will talk more about the Angels of Starbound. I have made some progress on the new version of the mod called the Angels and Demons of Starbound. It has refined sprites, slightly different lore, the demon race included at the start, tweaks to custom stats, and more. However, it is still in its extremely early stages. Creating it from scratch has made me feel extremely happy, as I have been able to practice clean organization from the start and make things feel high quality. The unfortunate fact about having separate uploads for the same mod is that neither will be compatible with each other. You will not be able to use any legacy mod with their new version. In most cases, you would have to reset your universe and possibly your characters before switching over. But since it is a separate upload, if you wanted to stick with the legacy version, you could. Don't worry, I will not be deleting any legacy mods from the Steam Workshop. At most, they'll be unlisted when the new version is uploaded so that they can't gain any new subscribers. Unlisting a mod makes it unsearchable and it will be removed from my public workshop mods list, yet it will remain fully accessible with a direct link and won't be removed from players' games. It's unfortunate, but this is the best way. I don't want the new versions of these mods to claim even more limited block IDs, so the new versions would use the exact same IDs as the original mod. That, plus other reasons, are why the different uploads will be incompatible with each other. Some of you may know that I already started working on the new versions of a few different legacy mods. Yet, even after a few years, they are nowhere to be seen. This is a bit personal, but the laziness I had when I was a brand new modder has slowly developed over the years into a bad case of perfectionism. Perfectionism, in my case, is not a gift. It makes things feel constantly ugly or not good enough for my own high standards. I am doing my best to get out of this mindset, but it is difficult. This is why things are taking so long. Yes, I am busy outside of modding, which has affected my available time. But to be frank, this whole perfectionism thing is what keeps me back. Constantly redoing sprites, lore, or scrapping entire ideas because of the small feeling that it isn't good enough. It isn't an excuse, as I know some of my fans have been waiting over 5 years to get any sort of news on the new version of the Angels of Starbound mod. I deeply apologize for taking so long. I think about it often and it makes me feel terrible. I think I'll just have to throw myself back at these new versions eventually and just keep pushing things along to the best of my ability. I refuse to let my mods rot and die as unfinished jank. I do want to see them completed. I've always wanted them all to be feature complete someday. This was quite a long Starbound related video, but it felt important to keep everyone in the loop regarding legacy mods and their new version's progress. I hope this answered any questions for the fans that have been waiting for years, and I hope you'll forgive my lack of significant progress. I'll see you in the next video then, Starling. Bye bye for now.